Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Power Engineering International newscast. I'm Dr. Heather Johnston. In the news this week, Britain's Nuclear Workers Union says Austria's legal challenge to the Hinkley Point C nuclear power plant is doomed to fail. An investigation into the UK's energy market proposes capping the default tariff in order to protect customers. The global submarine electricity transmission market is expected to grow to $24.8 billion by 2024. And fast-track power company APR Energy has signed a year-long $30 million contract to provide a gas turbine power plant in Egypt. The Austrian legal challenge lodged this week against the Hinkley Point C nuclear power plant in the UK is doomed to fail, according to Britain's Union for Nuclear Workers. The union wants the UK government to join forces with the European Commission to see off the challenge to Hinkley Point, which EDF wants to build alongside existing nuclear reactors in Somerset in England. The union's National Energy Secretary, Gary Smith, said the Austrian action is focused on winning domestic support rather than a serious attempt to stop new nuclear in the UK. He added that billions of pounds of investment in jobs and the future of low-carbon electricity are at stake. He also noted that there is no requirement to await the court's outcome before beginning construction. An investigation by the UK's Competition and Markets Authority has found no evidence that vertically integrated energy companies have distorted the market or prevented new market entrants. The authority also found no indication that the nation's so-called Big Six suppliers had collaborated on price setting, an accusation often levelled at them by the British press. However, in the course of its investigation, the authority calculated that retail consumers had paid $1,850,000 more than they should have between 2009 and 2013, primarily due to apathy about switching suppliers or tariffs. The investigator's chairman said that under those circumstances, the energy supply companies had market power, which they had exploited. To protect these so-called inactive customers in future, the authority's full report in December is expected to require a transitional price cap on the default tariff, likely in the region of 5% below the current level, or an annual saving of $77 per customer. New analysis brings good news for the global submarine power transmission market, which is expected to grow from $17 billion this year to nearly $25 billion by 2024. A report from Navigant Research found that at least 140 new high-voltage DC and high-voltage AC systems are currently being deployed or are in the planning stages. The report predicts that the market will experience rapid growth in the near future. The main market drivers are the need to connect offshore wind generation to the mainland and the need to reconfigure or expand interconnections between states, countries and regions. Europe's market is predicted to account for more than half of the global projects during the next decade. Europe currently represents over 70% of the market. And finally, APR Energy, a fast-track power company, has signed a year-long $30 million contract to provide a gas turbine-based power plant in Egypt. The plant will feature 3 aeroderivative, natural gas-fired mobile turbines from GE. The plant is expected to come online by the beginning of 2016. APR Energy said the contract gives it a foothold in one of the largest markets in the Middle East region. In the past months, Ansaldo Energia, Siemens and GE have all undertaken major contracts in Egypt as part of the government's Power Boost programme. This was initiated earlier this year with the goal of raising the nation's power generation capacity to 50 gigawatts by 2025. I'm Dr. Heather Johnston. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to bringing you the latest industry news in the not too distant future.